Hello, I'm Greg Johnson, the General Manager of our consumer group. I've been with Intuit the last 8 years, all of which I've spent in the consumer group on businesses like TurboTax, TurboTax Live, Turbo, and Mint. Let me start by talking about our customer growth. Our customer growth this past year grew at 11%. That's the fastest growth rate we've seen in over 4 years. We now have over 43 million customers on our platform. Now, when it comes to customer growth, there are 5 strategically important segments to us. Number 1, our ability to grow the total number of, we call them pay nothing filers on our platform. We're able to grow our pay nothing filers by over 20% this past year. The other 4 segments are fast yet undergrowing penetrated segments of Latinx, self-employed, and investors. Those segments were underpenetrated in DIY, but our growth rates this past year were over an average of over 13%. And finally, when it comes to TurboTax Live, we had experienced approximately 70% growth on that platform. And as you know, growth leads to revenue. Our revenue performance this past year was 13%, our 3rd year in a row of double-digit growth. As a matter of fact, we've now eclipsed the $3 billion mark in our consumer group of businesses. Now, the drivers of that revenue growth are the customers. If you look at our fast-growing yet underpenetrated segments, we grew the average revenue for those segments by over 20%. And fundamentally, when you look at the number of customers that pay us nothing, and the pride we take in growing that segment, we also concurrently, simultaneously grew our average revenue per paying customer by 8%. Now, in Intuit, we're fond of saying, and we're known to say, that winners keep score. And if you look at our scoreboard, the big headline is that we were successful in executing and really delivering on our strategy, but we do see plenty of opportunities. But let's talk about our scoreboard and the core tax business. Our scoreboard in core tax is really strong. Not only were we able to grow the category, we were also able to just grow our share of total IRS returns. We were able to grow our retention. And fundamentally, we continue to grow the number of free filers on our platform because it's so strategically important to our future. The second thing I'd like to share with you is TurboTax Live. Our ambition of transforming the assisted category through TurboTax Live is scaling well. We continue to scale the platform. We continue to add more experts on our platform as well. And fundamentally, we're delivering better experiences for both customers and pros, and ultimately driving more new filers onto that platform. The third area is with Turbo and Mint, where we aim to disrupt consumer finance. We drove significantly more engagement in registered users with 6 million monthly active users and 47 million registered users. And beyond that, not only do we have more offers on the platform, but we're generating revenue, an average of $44 revenue per conversion on our platform. The ultimate score is revenue up 13%, customers up 11%, and we're happy about our performance. You know, customers, in focusing on our customers, not only does it explain our past success, our current success, but it will explain our future success. We need to focus on our customers because that's what drives the growth of our business. Now, we're motivated to understand our customers and what they're going through in this tough time. The number one need they have is helping making ends meet. And with record unemployment levels, it's never been more important. Maximizing a refund, this is oftentimes the biggest paycheck of their year. Our ability to get more money in their pockets is critical. So is helping them save more money, paying down debt, understand where they are financially. All those needs are more critical now than ever before, and that's why they shine a light on our future. And quite honestly, it's why our mission is so inspiring to each of our 10,000 employees. Powering prosperity around the world is a galvanizing mission for our company. And the way that we go about doing that is becoming an AI-driven expert platform. A platform that really delivers 3 massive benefits. We put more money in the pockets of our customers. We remove the work, the friction, the effort associated with the applications on our platform in the jobs they hire us to do. And fundamentally, we deliver complete confidence. That mission, as well as that AI-driven expert platform, enables us in the consumer group to pursue a vision of fighting for financial freedom for all consumers in tax and beyond. Now, we're able to fight for financial freedom and deliver that because of an amazing ecosystem that we have. An ecosystem defined by the number of relationships we have, the trust we have with those customers, the data they entrust to us, and our ability to be very careful stewards of their data. I want to expose the ecosystem a little bit more. Number one, it starts with TurboTax. We have greater than 55 million unique filers on our platform that generate significant revenue dollars. $88 billion of revenue flows into our ecosystem. We have 55 million W-2s that get ingested into our platform. The relationships we have and the data they use to enable them to do their taxes, we're able to put to use on their behalf in personalized experiences and actually remove friction and ultimately deliver the benefits they seek. Beyond TurboTax, we have QuickBooks, where we have 15 million workers that get paid on our platform. That's 1 in every 5 small business using our QB payroll. That also translates to $208 billion of revenue that flows through our ecosystem. On our ecosystem, we enjoy the relationships associated with tax pros and advisors, where we have over 600,000 of those. We also have over 20,000 financial institutions, and ultimately we now have 47 million registered users, 6 million monthly active, that come to us not for tax, but for consumer finance help and assistance. So that ecosystem, coupled with our mission and our capabilities, defines our roadmap. The first ambition we have is to extend our lead in DIY. And we're going to do that by revolutionizing the speed to benefit. Our ability to deliver experiences that are data and AI driven, that fundamentally revolutionize the way the taxes are done. No work, no effort is our value proposition and how we'll extend our lead. We also aim to transform the assisted tax category by connecting people to experts and connecting experts to people. That's our second big bet. Big bet number 2, Sasan referred to earlier. We envision creating, and we have created, a virtual expert platform that will revolutionize the way taxes are done by delivering complete confidence. Our third ambition is to disrupt traditional consumer finance by unlocking smart money decisions for our customers. Developing an AI-driven platform that autonomously helps our customers save more money, pay down debt, and put more money in their pockets. And ultimately, we want to take those businesses, those opportunities, those capabilities, and expand our reach globally. Now with that, I'd like to transition and really get into our tax business in depth for a few minutes. Many of you are familiar with the category and the structure. The thing I would point out here is that there are 160 million IRS filers this past year. The fastest growing segment this last year and over time is the do-it-yourself category. And so fundamentally, the industry that we're in continues to grow. And the fastest part of that category growth is do-it-yourself online filing. Now we see it as our responsibility as championing online filing for the industry and for our customers, actually, more importantly. We champion that filing by innovating in free, developing amazing experiences that attract customers from assisted, where they're overpaying, to an online platform where they can file for free. We also are focused on using data and using our capabilities around AI to remove the complexity out of complex returns. It's important for us to drive the awareness of this hybrid tax category and TurboTax Live, because that represents a new way for customers to get their taxes done with complete confidence and with complete control. And ultimately, another big driver of the way that we think about growing the category is by focusing on customer segments, particularly the fast-growing underpenetrated that are underserved by the market today, Latinx, self-employed, and investors. And then finally, it's not just about tax. We will grow the category by taking tax relationships and extending beyond tax and giving consumers the opportunity to deliver great benefits on our consumer financial platform. Now, one way to look at our business is our funnel. There are 160 million filers this past year. 112 million unique visitors actually came to our website, showing intent to consider filing in our business. That ultimately translated into 51 million filers logging into TurboTax, then ultimately 35.8 million filing with us. One thing I'm particularly proud of is the continued progress we've had year after year of driving retention. Our retention rate now is up 2 points, up to over 81%. Now, the other way we think about the opportunity space has to do with the way we think about the size of the total addressable market. The total addressable market that we're interested in penetrating is that $20 billion market with over 86 million assisted filers that are actually paying a lot more money to get their taxes done than they need to be. That's the offering, and that's the opportunity we see in front of us. It's important to know that as we look at the scoreboard, we see gaining share of our total IRS returns is incredibly important, both customer share as well as revenue share. We saw our customer share grow up to 30%, up 2 points this past year. And our revenue share is now up 1 point versus a year ago. So we're making progress in the way that we penetrate that segment. And the other part of this is that we do it by having high quality, high-end products that consumers are willing to pay for. That's always been our secret of consistent year-over-year improvement in average revenue per return. And in particular, now that we have this focus that we brought to light regarding pay nothing customers in the 20% growth. But what about those paying customers? Those paying customers who we continue to innovate on, or for rather, continue to accelerate their average revenue per return. This last year, we're approaching almost $100 per return. So that's our playbook. That's our key to success around the tax business. But now we need to also talk to you about consumer finance. Consumer finance is a platform that we have that we can solve many problems beyond tax by re-engineering our customers' financial lives, helping them save more, helping them pay down debt, and actually help them address the habits that they have that may be digging them into a hole versus helping them get out of a hole. Now, one thing I would share with you is what about the size of the TAM of this market? We see a massive opportunity in terms of financial advice, as well as the lead gen opportunity in the market. We see a significant number of customers, over 100 million customers, that actually we can capitalize on because of lead gen and beyond user paid type revenue streams. And so when you look at the size of that TAM and that opportunity, I would point you towards not only the $12 billion of financial advice, but the $10 billion that we see as an opportunity when it comes to lead generation. So with that, I want to do a quick click on each of the three areas, the opportunities, and maybe more importantly, the reasons why the proof points point towards success. Let me start by saying extend our lead in DIY tax prep by revolutionizing the speed to benefit. That is that opportunity I talked to you about that shows the 112 million that visit, but ultimately only 35.8 million that file. As a matter of fact, we have 15 million that start in our product but don't finish, and they leave because of some kind of friction along the way. So we know we can revolutionize the speed to benefit and actually grow customers through innovation and leveraging data. That will allow us to think about all the forms that we ingest, the millions of forms that we ingest, so we can pre-fill the return and actually help file with confidence and remove errors that come in preparing your tax filing just by fat fingering keys. We ultimately see opportunities to grow the number of mobile filers by over 2 million. We see opportunities for us to grow the number of underpenetrated segments. This last year was 2.7 million new Latinx self-employed and investor filers. We see opportunities to improve conversion, to drive retention, and to actually ultimately make it easier for taxes to get done faster. So those are the opportunities and strategies for growing and extending our lead in DIY. Now let me share with you transforming the assisted tax category. This is the $20 billion of TAM that we spoke with. 86 million of filers that are going to an assisted tax prep method because they lack the confidence to do it themselves or they're unaware of the opportunity to file with a product like TurboTax Live. Let me describe that TurboTax Live opportunity in a way that helps you understand all the opportunities for growth that we see. Number one, TurboTax Live is a new category. We need to focus on driving awareness of that offering. But beyond awareness, it's not just becoming aware of it, it's actually consideration. How do we communicate and demonstrate the benefits of TT Live so it breaks through? And those filers who are now overpaying assisted, consider coming to TT Live, and actually not only consider it, but trial. This last year, we went a lot of experiments trying to understand how to accelerate trial. And accelerating trial is key to our success in this platform. And then fundamentally, it's not just about trial. We ultimately want to drive conversion and retention. Now, let me tell you, the conversion and retention come because we know people leave us historically because they lose confidence. With TT Live, we have the ability to surface professional experts that can engage them even before they leave and make sure that we're able to offer them all the help and assistance they need to file with confidence. We also see this platform growing way beyond where we are today. Imagine when we go from a do it with me offering to one where we have full service. We have a full service experience, a do it for me experience. That will actually attract and appeal to many other assisted filers who currently haven't raised their heads yet, but they will when they understand that we can deliver a full service experience from the comforts of their home. The other thing is that currently our TT Live tax base is similar to our TurboTax Online tax base in terms of the amount of complexity, but our pros and our experts have much more opportunity to serve and to satisfy the needs of much more complex customers and businesses. So we see a lot of growth opportunity by optimizing the funnel and continuing to innovate in TT Live, and that's how we're going to penetrate the $20 billion of TAM. So let me transition finally to disrupting consumer finance, unlocking smart money decisions for our customers, helping them make ends meet, helping them take the $86 billion in refunds and putting that to work in a better way, the $208 billion of payroll, helping them use that in a better and a smarter way. We shared the opportunity a few slides before, but fundamentally with our 47 million registered users and our 6 million monthly active users, we have many of opportunities to address the needs that they have to make their lives better. And so what drives that on that platform? It starts with data. That data needs to be consented data based on the trust we have with our customers, and we use that to drive notifications. As an example, we see a 6x improvement on click-through rates. Whenever we actually have customers establish a goal, we're able to see the conversion rate on the program, the retention rate rather, on our platform go up by 2x. When we see a customer track their refund in our app, be it Turbo or Mint, what we do see is almost 1.4x improvement on retention rate by that activity. So fundamentally, what we're seeing is that when you provide data, and that data drives the experience in your engagement, and you couple that on a platform with financial partners that are looking to find high intent customers at that moment of need, that creates opportunity. And that opportunity creates the opportunity to monetize. For us this last year, that was about $44 per conversion on our financial platform. Credit Karma, not only do they have massive scale that Sasan shared with you, not only do they have an engaged customer base, but they actually are the world's best when it comes to delivering benefits, following customers, solving needs, and translating that into beyond user paid revenue or indirect monetization. Quite honestly, the opportunity we see of our business combined, as Sasan shared, is why we're so excited about our ability to truly unlock smart money decisions for customers, as well as help better serve financial partners who are looking to serve customers better. So with that, I want to bring this together for you. Our history has been 30 some odd years focusing on driving tax customers and then monetizing them as our lives became more complex. As they hit a life event, had a baby, a new job, that opportunity was to deliver benefits, and also they would pay more money for those. And then about 5 years ago, in earnest, we went after the opportunity for us to figure out how to stop customers from abandoning that 16 million. or how to stop the 6 million that leave us on average each year. We know that by delivering confidence through TT Live and bringing pro and experts and engaging customers proactively, that we never have to lose a customer or a prospect on our platform. And guess what? They pay more money for those. It's a higher average revenue per return, and customers are more than happy to pay that because they're paying more for that, by the way, whenever they're in the assisted market. But ultimately, they really appreciate and value the value of confidence when it comes to something so important as doing their taxes. Then the last part of our strategy in the last couple of years is we've layered on to becoming a consumer finance platform. A consumer finance platform that allows consumers to re-engineer their financial life, that allows consumers not only to re-engineer their financial life, but effectively allows them to pay down debt, to save more, to set financial goals, to get rid of bad habits. When they do that, whenever they trade in a credit card for a lower interest rate credit card, whenever they refinance a student loan, originate a mortgage or refi a mortgage, refinance an auto loan, all those create opportunities to put more money in their pocket. And all those represent opportunities for us to generate revenue through a beyond user paid model. That's what Credit Karma has perfected. They are the world's best at that. And if you couple Credit Karma along with our platform and bring that data and the relationship and the scale together, we think we can make a big dent in fighting for financial freedom for all consumers. With that, I would just share my last slide, which effectively talks about our expectations of the future. As we shared with you, and we remain committed and confident in our ability to grow this business 8 to 12% each year, not just in the future sometime, but each year. That was true this last year, it's true this year coming up. We know the biggest drivers of the growth is the IRS category growing at 1%, DIY category expansion, just fundamentally the average revenue that we're able to generate per return, and then the share that we're able to generate across all of the IRS tax category. Those drivers, as I shared with you today, all look positive in our favor, and they fuel our growth last year, and they will fuel our growth for years to come.